Hello everyone, I'm Fidel. Today, I want to talk about something that affects millions of people every single day. Yet, very few people openly speak about it. The hidden struggles behind every smile. Let me begin with a simple question. Have you ever smiled in front of people while secretly hurting inside? Have you ever said, I'm fine, when your heart was carrying a burden nobody knew about? Have you ever laughed with friends while fighting battles within yourself? If your answer is yes, then today's message is for you. Because behind many smiles, there are stories. Stories of pain, stories of heartbreak, stories of loneliness, stories of silent battles, stories that nobody sees. We live in a world where people have become experts at hiding pain. They post beautiful pictures, they upload happy moments, they celebrate achievements, they smile in public, but deep inside, many are struggling. There's a powerful quote that says, be kind because everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Think about that. Everyone you meet is carrying something. The person sitting next to you, the colleague you work with, the student in your classroom, the friend who always jokes around, the parent who always appears strong. Everyone is carrying something. The truth is, not every smile is a sign of happiness. Sometimes it is a sign of strength. Sometimes it is a sign of survival. Sometimes it is a mask to hide pain. Many people assume that happiest looking person in the room is actually happy, but appearances can be deceiving. Some of the people who smile the most are carrying the heaviest burdens. Some of the people encouraging others are desperately trying to encourage themselves. Some of the people making everyone laugh go home and cry alone. Pain doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it hides behind confidence. Sometimes it hides behind success. Sometimes it hides behind kindness. And sometimes it hides behind a beautiful smile. Once a young man walked into a crowded room. Everyone liked him. He was friendly, funny, helpful, always smiling. People admired him. People thought he had a perfect life. But what nobody knew was that every night he battled anxiety. Every morning he woke up exhausted. Every day he fought negative thoughts. Every evening he smiled again because he didn't want anyone to worry. One day someone asked, how are you? And he gave the same answer he always gave. I am fine. But he wasn't fine. Not even close. Months later, he admitted something heartbreaking. He said, everyone noticed my smile, but nobody noticed my pain. That sentence stayed with me. Because many people feel exactly the same way. People notice achievements, people notice success, people notice appearance, but very few notice emotional pain. There is another quote that says, the strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who win battles we know nothing about. Many people are carrying invisible pain, the pain of rejection, the pain of failure, the pain of loneliness, the pain of family problems, the pain of financial struggles, the pain of broken relationships, the pain of feeling misunderstood, the pain of feeling not good enough. These wounds may not leave visible scars, but they leave emotional scars. And emotional scars are often the hardest to heal. Sometimes people are not looking for solutions, they are looking for understanding. Sometimes they are not looking for advice, they are looking for someone who will listen. Listening is becoming rare. Understanding is becoming rare. Empathy is becoming rare. Yet, these are the exact things hurting people need the most. One young woman spent years pretending everything was okay. She smiled, worked hard, supported everyone around her, encouraged others, but inside she felt completely empty. Every night she cried alone. Every morning she put on another smile. One day, a friend noticed something different. Instead of asking, how are you? The friend asked, how are you really doing? For the first time in years, she opened her heart. For the first time in years, she felt understood. Sometimes healing begins with one genuine conversation, one caring question, one person willing to listen. Many people suffer silently because they fear being judged. They fear appearing weak. They fear becoming a burden. So they hide their struggles. They hide their fears. They hide their tears. And slowly the burden becomes heavier. Because pain shared often becomes lighter, but pain hidden often becomes heavier. Many people think strength means never crying. Many people think Strength means handling everything alone. Many people think strength means pretending nothing hurts, but that is not true. Real strength is being honest. Real strength is facing reality. Real strength is asking for help when needed. Real strength is refusing to give up. There is a quote I love. Being vulnerable is not weakness, it is courage. It takes courage to open your heart. It takes courage to admit you're struggling. It takes courage to say, I need help. One day, a teacher noticed something unusual about one of his students. The student always smiled, always participated, always encouraged others. But the teacher noticed something different. The smile never reached his eyes. One afternoon, the teacher sat down beside him and asked, how are you really doing? The student immediately broke down. Years of pain came on, family pressure, fear of failure, anxiety, loneliness, stress. Everything he had hidden behind a smile. Later he said, I didn't need someone to fix my life. I just needed someone to listen. How powerful is that? Sometimes people don't need answers. Sometimes they need presence. One of the greatest gifts you can give another human being is your attention. Not your judgment, not your criticism, your attention. Once there was an elderly man who lived alone. Every day he sat outside his house. People walked past him. Nobody stopped, nobody listened, nobody noticed. One day, a young boy sat beside him. He didn't offer advice, he didn't try to impress him. He simply listened. For hours, the elderly man spoke about life, about memories, about regrets, about loneliness. Before the boy left, the elderly man said, thank you. Today was the first day in months that I felt seen. Imagine that. Months. Months without feeling seen. Months without feeling heard. That is the reality of many people. Some people are not dying from lack of food. They are dying from lack of connection, lack of understanding, lack of love, lack of hope. There is another quote that says, people may forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Your kindness matters. Your words matter. Your presence matter. One encouraging sentence can change someone's day. One act of kindness can restore someone's hope. One conversation can prevent someone from giving up. Never underestimate the power of compassion. The world today desperately needs more kindness, more understanding, more patience, more listening. Imagine if we judged less and listened more. Imagine if we criticized less and encouraged more. Imagine if we checked on people more often. Imagine if we truly cared. The world would be a much safer place emotionally. Many people today are exhausted, not physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. They are tired of pretending, tired of smiling, tired of carrying burdens silently. And if that person is you today, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not alone. Your struggles matter. Your feelings matter. Your story matters. And most importantly, your life matters. There is another powerful quote. The wound is the place where the light enters. Sometimes our struggles teach us lessons that comfort never could. Sometimes pain develops compassion. Sometimes heartbreak develops wisdom. Sometimes failure develops strength. Sometimes disappointment develops faith. The strongest people are often the people who have suffered deeply. Not because suffering is good, but because suffering teaches things success never can. Every struggle leaves a lesson. Every storm leaves a wisdom. Every challenge leaves strength. One day, the struggle you are surviving today may become the story that helps someone else to survive tomorrow. One day, your pain may become someone else's hope. One day, your scars may become someone else's encouragement. That is why you must not give up. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Keep hoping. Because your story is not over. This chapter is not the end. The pain will not last forever. The darkness will not last forever. The storm will not last forever. There is a beautiful quote that says, stars shine brightest in the darkest night. Maybe this is a difficult season. It's preparing you for something greater. Maybe this struggle is building strength inside you. Maybe this pain is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. So be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself permission to heal. Give yourself permission to rest. Give yourself permission to grow. And let us also remember to be kind to others. Because behind many smiles are struggles we may never fully understand. Behind many successful people are stories of pain. Behind many confident people are stories of fear. Behind many happy faces are silent battles. So let us choose compassion. Let us choose understanding. Let us choose kindness. Let us choose love. Thank you. Bye.